My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is short, friendly. I get to the point so I don't waste your time, especially I don't want to waste my time. As a former IRS agent and expert in the resolution industry, I like to pull back the curtain, show you what the IRS agent thinks so you can make a valid decision. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I am a national expert, so whatever I tell you is exactly what you need to know, and you don't need to listen to other garbage that's out there with people prognosticating what they think is going to happen. So as an agent and a teaching instructor, the thousands of cases I work should be the experience you need to really make a logical decision. So what are your options if you owe payroll taxes? People need to know that. As a former agent, I used to go and investigate. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you something really cool. So as a former IRS agent, I live in Fort Lauderdale. And believe it or not, that's the area I used to work as an agent. That's the beach area. You probably can't see it too well, but that's the beach area in Fort Lauderdale. That's zip code 33308. I live in 33308. My office was in 33308, and that is the area, in fact, that I worked, and I know it like the back of my hand. So if you owe payroll taxes, what do you want to do? Well, first of all, let me go over the options you have to go ahead and take care of your IRS debt. You can go ahead and get on a payment plan. IRS may put you in a hardship, or IRS may settle the debt through the offer and compromise program. So let's go ahead and unpack all this and tell you what that means. At some point in time, if you don't pay your payroll taxes, somebody like me would have gone out and said, hey, I'm from the IRS. Tell me, should I keep you in business or should I close your business? I have closed in that zip code well over a couple hundred businesses for people back in the day that didn't pay their payroll taxes. So what I'm trying to do is help you today to either keep your business open or listen to somebody like me to help you make a decision whether to keep the business open or maybe look for something else. I do not take a case without analyzing your situation and determine whether I think you should stay in business or not. Some people like to go ahead and play the music real loud, and they just don't want to hear what's going on. And when you really look at their financial statement, their business plan, and their profile and what they're doing, they shouldn't be in business, and it's my job to help you with that. Either take a new partner, look for another business, look for another model to do something else. If I think your business is viable, then I'm going to do just what IRS is going to do. I'm going to make sure you're current on all your 941 payroll taxes, at least in the quarter we're in. If we're in May, make May's payment. Let IRS know that you want to get back in the system. Make sure all your tax returns are filed, your 941s, your corporate returns, and your 1040s. IRS is going to look to make sure you've done that. IRS is going to want two financial statements, a 433B for the business and a 433A for you. You should download those forms, have them filled out. At some point in part, I'm going to want them or IRS is going to want them. If I work your case, if I don't, IRS is going to want them to make a valid decision on what to do with your case. They're going to look at your assets. They're going to look at your liquidity. They're going to want to see if you can get a loan. They're going to look at your receivables. They're going to do a kind of a full-scale, not a CSI investigation. They want to make sure your business is sustainable, so you have to give them a reason. Once IRS gets that financial statement, like I said, there's three categories or options you have to continue your business. Either the payment agreement, IRS may say, well, we're going to give you a year off to make a back payment, but you better be current, so they can put you in currently non-collectible or hardship, or you may be able to file an offer and compromise to go ahead and settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. Now, to be an offer candidate, it requires a lot. I'm not going to go in that all today because it requires a lot of looking, a lot of digging, and understanding the forms. So if you want those options, you can let me know. We do expert representation. We're affordable. If not, go contact your accountant, your CPA, someone you know to help you with this. But more than anything, all your tax returns must be filed, and you've got to start making a current monthly payment. IRS will know you're rehabilitative, and they'll say, okay, we'll work with you. If you're going to work with IRS, remember two things. You're going to maybe have to make a back payment and a current payment. So you have to know everything that's going on. If you call a company and they tell you anything other than I'm telling you, they're full of crap, and tell them that I said so. So remember, I have worked thousands of cases. I will have you go on in your business if I feel it's sustainable. If not, I'll be honest and tell you that. By the way, if this information was helpful, I need subscriptions because YouTube says I need subscriptions. If you don't subscribe to me, then YouTube just thinks this information is really not valuable, and they kind of drop you down. So if you give me a subscription, a comment, a like, you're welcome to call me, leave a comment. You can, I'm happy to give you a free consultation. You can ask me specific questions about your case. I'm happy to help you. Remember, IRS can take your receivables, and more important, it's very important to know, if you don't pay your payroll taxes, IRS can go after you for the trust fund penalty, which means you personally will be responsible for the withholding and Social Security tax under 6672 of the IRC code. That's very important you understand that. If you owe $80,000 in debt, IRS may be able to go after you for $50,000 in tax. So just make sure, once again, a subscription or a like would be great. Thank you for listening. I'm welcome for any observations, comments, or representation. Thank you.